smiling. Sure, it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish heart, the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'd steal your heart away. There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why. Sure, it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, sure as stone you beguile, so that never a teardrop would fall. With your sweet wilting laughter like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you should laugh all the while and at other times smile. Now smile, smile all together, come on. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'd steal your heart away. Your smile is a part of love in your heart, and it makes even sunshine more bright. Like Linet's sweet song rolling along, comes the laughter and tender and light. For the springtime of life is the sweetest of all. And while springtime is ours throughout all of life's hours, let's smile each chance we get. When Irish heart is smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'd steal your heart. How you am? All the world's, and when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'd steal your heart away. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Picker, how you be? You look like Queen Maeve. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. It's a long, can you put it up a bit? Sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but That's an Irish lullaby. An Irish lullaby. Over in Killarney many years ago, my mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low, and just a simple Irish ditty in her good old-fashioned way. I'd give the world if I could sing her sing to me today. Toora-lura, toora-lura, hush now, don't you cry. That's an Irish lullaby. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. But sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreamed unto an exile. They take away far across the sea, especially when he happens to an exile from that dear land across the Irish Sea. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftop of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely feel wonder or its laughter. I'm once a home back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green hills, dreamy valleys, and find a place no other land would know. I hear the bird make victory for the angels, and watch the rivers laughing as they flow. And then into a humble shack I wander, my dear old home, and tenderly behold the folks I loved around the turf are gathered. On bended knee their rosary is told. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten, and soon I'm back to stern reality. But though they pave the footway here with gold dust, I still would choose my island. Just a little bit up. A little. Her eyes shine like the diamonds You'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. In a neat little town they called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many a happy hour I spent to write in this book, till bad misfortune came over me to take me away from the land, far away from me friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. Her eyes shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet. How are you doing, Finn? Her eyes shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. In a neat little town they called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many a happy hour I spent. Her eyes shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land. Hello, Ninian. And her hair over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Yes? And which corner? Which corner? Okay. Okay, we have a really good prize, a really good draw today for a big bucket of booze over in the corner there. Tickets are $10. $10 each, if you could go over and buy our ticket. Hi, Reverend, how are you? In Dublin, it's too loud, too loud. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheels her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and it was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and it was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, And that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. If you're Irish, come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you. And if your name is Timothy or Pat, so long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat. If you come from the mountains of Mourne or Killarney's Lake, so hi Marie, we'll sing a song, we'll make a fuss. Whoever you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. If you're Irish, come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you. And if your name is Timothy or Pat, so long as you come from Ireland, there's a well. Hi Marie. If you come from the hi Marie, there's a well. We'll sing a song, we'll make a fuss. Whoever you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. Oh, me name is McNamara, I'm the leader of the band. And though we're few in number, we're the finest in the land. Of course, I'm the conductor and I've often had to play with all the fine musicians that you read about today. The drums go bang and the cymbals clang and the horns they blaze away. McCarthy plays the old bassoon while I the pipes to play. Hensley, Tensley, Toodles the flute and the Mr. something. And a credit to all Ireland as McNamara's back. I'll go on, you're only joking. I'll go on, you're pulling me leg. I'll go on, you're only joking. Oh, me name is McNamara, I'm the leader of the band. And though we're few in number, we're the finest in the land. Of course, I'm the conductor and I've often had to play with all the fine musicians that you read about today. Oh, the drums go bang, the cymbals clang and the horns they blaze away. McCarthy plays the old bassoon while I the pipes to play. Hennessy, Tennessee, to the flute and the mint to something. And a credit to all Ireland is McNamara band. If you're Irish, come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you. And if your name is Timothy or Pat, so long as you come from Ireland, there's a welcome on the mat. If you come from the mountains of Mourne or Killarney's Lake so blue, we'll sing a song, we'll make a fuss. Whoever you are, you're one of us. If you're Irish, this is the place for you. Woo-hoo. Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I've never had so many pictures taken in my life as today. They're all over the place, taking pictures. Okay, Patrick, where are you? Did you want to say something? I'm done for now. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, well, come on up.
Hello? Can I have your attention, please? Hello? Listen, I need your attention for a couple of minutes, please. Hello? Can I have your attention for a couple of minutes, please? Thank you. So we're going to get the lunch started, and of course, as in previous years, many previous years, we got Father John to sing his pièce de résistance, Danny Boy. Father John.
Right into it, yes. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and to be united on this great feast day. So this is I know 3 songs, Danny Boy, O Canada, and Happy Birthday. So I think we're hearing Danny Boy today. Is that right, Tony? Okay, thank you. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny Boy, I love you so. And when you come, and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. All I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Thanks, everybody. It's fun. See you next year. God willing. If Patrick will call me back.
You want to be paid for that? Okay. You missed my question. I said, do you want to be paid for that?
Yeah. You got a story for me?
I have. So welcome to everybody to our annual event. It's a beautiful facility. Would you agree? Yeah. So we got people from many different places, and if I miss any area, just shout. So we have people from Windsor, Chatham, Lucan, Exeter, Simcoe, Toronto, Woodstock, Strathroy, and Stratford. Did I miss anywhere? No, I guess I've covered. And London, of course. Also like to recognize a number of sitting politicians who are here. So I'd like to call out their names, and as I do, if you would just stand to be recognized. And I have a list here, but it's not in any particular order. Here's a man that last year I inadvertently referred to as, it was either the mayor or the assistant mayor of London, Peter Fragascatos, Liberal MP for London North Centre. Peter, where are you? Not here, I guess. Okay. Lindsay Madison, NDP, MP for London Fanshawe. Lindsay? Right there. Terence Kernahan, NDP, MPP for London North Centre. So Monty McNaughton couldn't make it, but his dad is here in his place, Gary. Monty is MPP for Lambton and Kent Mount Middlesex and Minister of Labour. So Gary, can you stand? There, sorry Gary, thank you. Teresa Armstrong, NDP, MPP for London Fanshawe. Kathy Burkhardt Jessen, Mayor of Lucan Biddulph and Warden of Middlesex County. Kathy, where are you? Yes. Bob Bailey, Conservative, MPP, Sarnia Lambton. Right there. Ina David, Mayor, Middlesex Centre. Ina? Right there. Have I missed any sitting politician? Oh, Peter, where are you? Have you did I make you mayor of London yet? Peter Fragascatos. So, the Irish Benevolent Society has maintained a certain lineage over the years. A look at the list of past presidents shows quite a few names repeated by the next generation in an official capacity. As part of that lineage, we would like to salute the spouses of past presidents no longer with us. We have two ladies present whose husband did great work for the IBS, and we'd like to recognize them. Janet Harding, whose husband Peter was president in 2014-2015. Janet? Janet, she's right there. Great to see you, Janet. And Sis Heffernan. Sis is, last October, was 100 years old. And her husband, Larry, who was a good friend of mine, did great work for the IBS. So, for these two ladies, we'd like to make a little presentation. Jane, please. Janet Harding. And Sis Heffernan. Congratulations to both ladies. I'd also like to recognize another centurion who passed away just a few weeks ago, Lois McHardy, And I think her son Jeff is here. Jeff, where are you? Jeff? Anyway, she passed away a couple of weeks ago at 100 years of age. So what a great age. Our menu today, apart from the food, of course, we will have the Canadian Celtic Choir, the Goggin Carroll School of Dancing, Mr. Ben Heffernan, a local musician. We've had Bob Peel on harp, of course. Bob has been a very faithful servant of the IBS. And, of course, Mr. Tony Nuther here, who I think has been playing for the IBS for, what, Tony, about 80, 90 years? Anyway, great to have him here. So, at this point, I'd like to call up Jane Corbett, our current president. Jane, where are you? Yeah. Jane's dad, Charles, who was president, but was actually the man who really did so much work for the IBS and really made a difference in everything that he did in terms of constructing programs, meetings, a proper protocol, and a great man. And Jane is following in his steps. Jane.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Can everybody hear me, more or less? Welcome, everyone, to the Irish Benevolent Society of London and Area's 146th St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, no kidding. 146 years ago, that was 1877. The entity that we know as Canada was 10 years old. The population of London was 18,000 people, and more than a third of that 18,000 were Irish. And that predominance of the Irish in the area went through all the surrounding municipalities and areas as well. The Irish had started arriving in the early 1800s, and there was a huge influx, of course, before and during the Great Famine in the early 1840s. Now, we talk about the Irish as sometimes as settlers or as immigrants, but a lot of them were refugees. They were fleeing poverty, persecution, famine. They were looking for opportunities and a chance to build a better life for their children and their descendants. And they met many of the obstacles that refugees meet today as they tried to integrate into the mainstream society. I remember Jim Hardy had a photograph of a sign in a window of a business that said, "Now hiring, apply within, no Irish." So there were barriers that they had to deal with. The people that we consider the founders of the Irish Benevolent Society are Lieutenant Colonel James Shanley, a Protestant, and Hugh McMahon, a prominent lawyer and a prominent member of the Catholic community in the London area. These two people decided it was time to set aside historic differences and work together for the betterment of the community and for the support of people in need. 146 years later, that's still the philosophy and the work that we are pursuing. We support Irish culture and heritage through a variety of ways. It includes awards and bursaries to educational institutions. We support organizations that promote Irish heritage, like Fanshawe Pioneer Village and the Lucan Area Heritage and Donnelly Museum, and Irish culture today. For example, the London Irish Football Club, and our colleagues at the London Irish Canadian Cultural Society. And we're also privileged to be in the position from time to time to be able to provide support to individuals and families in need in the community. So when you join us here today, you are helping us do this. This is the work you're supporting, and we thank you very much from the bottoms of our hearts. I also Thank you. Thank you to you. I also want to thank everyone who has sponsored. And I'm sorry, I don't have a list, and I don't want to try to rhyme off the names because I'll forget someone. But it's very important, and there are lots of them. So even though I can't tell you who they are, please take it on faith, and I ask you to join me in thanking our sponsors for today's event. Now I would like to ask the committee. An event like this doesn't come together easily, but I would like to ask the members of the St. Patrick's Day Committee to please stand, and I will introduce them to you, and then you can thank them. And who do I see? Wait, where'd everybody go? We have Jim Nuther. We have Tony Nuther. We have Mary McGinnis. We have Sean McLeod, and of course, Patrick Heffernan. Please join me in thanking them for all their hard work today. Now, if you like what you see and hear, please consider joining us. Become a member of the Irish Benevolent Society. If you are Irish by birth, like Tony and Patrick, or by heritage, like me, you're 18 years of age or older, or you're the spouse or life partner of someone who's Irish by heritage or by birth, you qualify for membership. There's information on your tables. There are some application forms, and there's lots of information available on our website at irishbenevolentsociety.ca. And if you have any questions about membership, our board members would be happy to answer any questions. And on that note, let me also ask the directors, the board members, to stand. Come on, board members, stand up. Don't be shy. Where'd y'all go? Where did Sean go? Oh, there she is. Now, thank you very much. I thank every one of these people. They are a hardworking and dedicated group, and I think every one of them deserves a standing ovation. So thank you very much for thanking them. Now, I feel like Patrick's giving me the eye here, but I have a couple of very important things left to do. We have a lot of people who dedicate a lot of time and effort and energy to the Irish Benevolent Society, and a number of years ago we created an award, the Honorary Life Membership. And we have, in the last few years, we have been presenting plaques to our Honorary Life members, and we haven't actually managed to present plaques to everyone. So I have 2 plaques that I would like to present now. Maybe Patrick can help me. And one will go to Dr. Bill Craven. Is Bill Craven here? There you are. Oh, you're not a doctor. Just Bill Craven. Oh, Reverend Bill Craven. I'm sorry. And the other one goes to Dr. Bob Farley. Now, Dr. Farley passed away, but I know that his son, John, is here with us. At least I think he is. John Farley, are you here? No, he was coming from a distance, so maybe he hasn't arrived yet. We'll hold it and give it to him when he gets here. So thank you very much. Now, one more thing, Pat. Oh, 2 more things. Mary's waving at me. We have a game. We're going to play the game later in the meal. Mary's got the necklaces. It's a draw. And if the prize is the basket of booze on the table in the corner, and if you'd like a chance to win the basket of booze, You need to buy a necklace from Mary or from Katie. The necklaces are $10. It's a great price for a chance to win the basket of booze. It's like the lottery, as somebody just said to me a little while ago. If you don't buy, you won't win. And last but not least, one very special thank you to our MC and stage manager for this event and so many past events, the amazing and wonderful Patrick Heffernan.
Okay. Thank you, Jane. You did a good job there. Thank you. So I have a communication here from Eamon McKee, who is the Irish ambassador to Canada. I'd like to read it to you. Accordia, my very best wishes to all of you gathered today for the Irish Benevolent Society of London and area celebration of St. Patrick's Day. I would like to send my congratulations to your organization on your outstanding commitment to preserving and celebrating Irish identity and culture, and for keeping this long-standing annual tradition alive. St. Patrick's Day is a special time of year when Irish people around the world can come together to celebrate their cultural heritage. For Irish people and the Irish diaspora, living in communities such as London, it is a wonderful occasion to share their Irish identity with friends and neighbours. I'm sorry that work commitments elsewhere keep me from joining you today in your festive celebrations. I hope very much to visit with you in London, Ontario, during my time here as ambassador, and look forward to meeting you all. Wishing all those gathered today a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Banatí Láfé Lepáric Dave Golair. Eamon McKee, Ambassador of Ireland. And as the meal is about to be served, I'd like to call up Father John, who's doing grace? Reverend Matt Martin, are you there? If you'd come forward. And following that, Father John will say the prayer for peace. I love the kilt.
Thank you. It's a real honor to be here on St. Patrick's Day, and I know that you, along with myself, share in the privilege of being here while so much of the world is plunged into darkness. Today, I'd like to especially give thanks for students, because I am the chaplain now at Huron University College, and that's a university that has been very strongly supported by the Irish Benevolent Society. Let us pray. Lord, we give you thanks, food in a world where many walk in hunger, for faith in a world where many walk in fear, for friends in a world where many walk alone. We give you thanks, dear Lord. Amen.
This prayer for peace was written especially for Ireland, but we want to keep in mind all the countries of the world that are torn by war and violence of any kind, and ask God's peace on them all. This prayer was written by Annie O'Connell. Lord, I pray for Ireland on St. Patrick's Day. We stumble on the path to peace. Please help us find our way. For surely it cannot be right that little ones must wait for grown-ups to decide if they want harmony or hate. We humans can be stubborn, as you most surely know. So strike a mighty match to set the flame of truth aglow, and light a pathway toward a world in which all lives have worth. I pray for peace in Ireland, Lord, and everywhere on earth. Amen.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the food to hit the tables, I'm going to invite up Ben Heffernan, who is a local songwriter, recording artist, and he's just gone to get his guitar. Anyway, you want to chat for a couple of minutes? Go ahead, he'll be right back. And the song, he'll introduce the song he's going to sing. It's a beautiful song. Terrific melody, but listen to the lyrics because it's very poignant. No, he didn't write it himself, no.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So, folks, Mary McGuinness, if you want to play this game later on, which will be towards the end of the event, if you want to get a necklace, she's walking around with it for $10. And it will be explained later what the whole game is about. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. So, Reverend Matt, where are you, Reverend Matt? So, Reverend Matt and 3 other clergymen were involved in a reconciliation meeting, a few months ago. And they all agreed that they would, as part of the process, and get everybody on board, they would all confess their sins, their failings. So the first clergyman says, he says, the drink, it'll kill me, and I can't stay away from it. Second one says, my problem is I can't stop lying. And the third one says, he says, drugs. I got hooked on drugs years ago and I can't stop it. And Reverend Matt pipes in, he says, I'm the worst gossip you ever heard and I can't wait to get out of here.
Check, 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 check. All good. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all having a good St. Patrick's Day. My name is Ben. I'm thrilled to be back. I was here playing last year. Not here. I was at the Western Fair, but same lunch. I've been here for as long as I can remember. I'm 22 years old, and my family and my granddad, who is just up here emceeing. I don't know if he mentioned that part. I'm his grandson. I've always kind of made this a big part of my St. Patrick's Day with my family, and it's great to be here again. I'm going to play a song called Grace, which I played last year, if anybody was around. This song is about the Easter Rising in 1916 and about a couple who the narrator of the song is out kind of on the front lines and is sentenced to death. And he, on the night before he is to be executed, he gets married to Grace. Grace Gifford was her name. And the song is about the kind of conflicting emotions I'm sure you would experience having to be executed the next day for a cause that you believed in when you're married the night before. So this song is called Grace. As we gather in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, I think about these past few weeks. Oh, will they say we fail? From our school days they have told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. You'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for these dear men. Yet when Padre called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. You'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now as the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be of you. So I'll write some words upon the wall, so everyone will know how I love, so I can see his blood upon the rose. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. You'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your St. Patrick's Day. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go through the door prize draw. So Mary here will spin the wheel on her laptop and we'll call out the name for the winner as when the wheel stops. Okay, off you go, Mary. I don't know. No, he said he... No. Okay. Terence Kernahan. Doug, the cards, please. By the way, I think it's a trip to Newfoundland at your expense. The cards, Doug? Cards? Second prize winner, Florence Brady. Florence, can you come to the stage? There you are. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, Florence, you just won the prize donated by Ninian and Celine Melanphy. It was a $30 Cineplex coupon. Number 3 coming up. Winner number 3 is Daniel Hardy. And Dan has just won a bottle of Irish whiskey and Irish cream donated by Terence Kernahan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the Canadian Celtic Choir. So the Canadian Celtic Choir, they've built a solid reputation as one of the most in-demand choirs in Southern Ontario. It's a London-based choir that was founded in 1996 by Dan Sermon, and they sing and promote Celtic choral music and promote Irish culture. As I said, the choir has built a solid reputation and is very much in demand. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome the Canadian Celtic Choir, please?
It is really great to be here this afternoon after a small issue with the piano. Now that we are very grateful is fixed, Mr. Steve Hollowitz will be accompanying us on this performance, which is great. So we went through our repertoire, and not surprisingly, we had more than a handful of Irish songs to be able to perform for you today, but we've whittled it down to what we think is our top 6. So we started off with Mari's Wedding, and we're going to move swiftly forward into the very powerful, very beautiful Carrickfergus. Thank you. Our next piece is of a more modern variety. It is by the controversial but undeniably fantastic Sinead O'Connor. And it is a piece called In This Heart. Incredibly touching, and it can mean so many things to so many different people. So listen to the words and see where it takes you. In This Heart. Thank you. St. Patrick's Day, I don't think, now, you can see by how I'm dressed, I'm really no expert on the subject. But let's be honest, it's the best I could do, ladies and gentlemen. It's green, what more do you want from me? Thank you, thank you. I chose it specially myself this morning. St. Patrick's Day wouldn't be quite right without a sing-along. Now, I understand that many of you have your mouths full of food, which is going to be particularly interesting, not for us, but for the rest of the people at your table. It's going to be wonderful. So we've got a medley of 3 songs that you absolutely will know. And if you would like to sing along, there will be specifically a part in the last of these 3 songs that you will know very well. We'll even do a repeat so you can get a good run at it. Now, if you happen to recognize the ones along the way, I can't stop you from singing along, but I do encourage you to swallow before you sing. So enjoy this. Oh, there's a little person in electricity. Exciting. So here's a lovely medley of Irish songs that I think you'll love.
My
As soon as it started, it ended. We're only here for a short little bit today, and we know that we have to share the stage with so many other wonderful performers this afternoon. So we have one final song for you. You may not recognize the tune, but you will certainly recognize the words. To us, it's called The Irish Blessing. I'd say sing along, but don't. But listen to the words and feel them. Thank you for having us today. We are the Canadian Celtic Choir. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thank you, everyone. If you see us wandering around during the rest of the afternoon and you say, gee whiz, I'd love to hear them in concert. Well, we should have little business cards. They have our name on it, and they have a little code on the back that tells you where and when we're performing over the next few months. It links to our website. So if you see us, track us down, talk to us. Most of us like to be talked to, except maybe the tenors, but you can't have everything. So here we are. Thank you, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Prize number 4.
We're going to do draw number 4. The donor for this one, Nutters, the award store, and it's a Costco gift card. Kelly Mulvey. You there, Kelly? Come on over and get your gift, please. And the next one is from donated by Fanshawe, Pioneer Village, and the prize for this draw is 2 passes to Pioneer Village. And the winner is Mike Nolan. Where are you, Mike? Mike? Are you still with us, Mike? I know you came in a couple of hours ago. Okay, the next draw and the donor is Anne-Marie and Bob McNaughton, and it's for a $50 LCBO gift card. And the winner this time is Mike Wilkins. Mike? Mike Wilkins? Well, when you're ready, come over, okay? He has his hands full with 6 pints of Guinness. The next one, draw number 7, donated by the Lucan Area Heritage Donnelly Museum. And 2 family passes is the prize. And the winner here is Diane Morgan. Diane? Diane Morgan? Yeah, over here, Diane, please. Yeah. And the final one, number 8, is donated by Nuthers, the award store, and it's also a $25 Costco gift card. And the winner for this one Marguerite Moore. Marguerite? Fix. And draw number 9, donated by Fanshore Pioneer Village. Again, 2 passes, and the winner is Ina DeViet. Ina? Yeah, I got to get the dancers in. They're on schedule.
I started watching this show the other night called Dear Edward on, I don't know if it's Disney Prime or one of them, right? And it's about a plane crash. And after I'm going, I'm never going to look at it again. No, I wouldn't want to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the Goggin Carroll School of Irish Dancing. So, this particular dancing school is probably the largest in North America. And they've produced a number of medalists at the World Irish Dancing Championships, and that is very significant. And they also have a number of North American champions. There are several Goggin Carroll alumni in attendance today, including Ashlyn Lightchuck, who qualified for the Under-14 World Championships, and Sophia Flynn, who also qualified for the Worlds at the ladies senior level. So, if the dancers are ready to come on,